I'll give probably like 20 minutes of the introductions about Xfactory and Chaihuo. The whole point and I think the idea is how to make makers and Maker Pro we serve Maker and Maker Pro and to let them to work here and in Shenzhen and work with the ecosystems around here. And my colleague Lily, and she's in charge of community. Sorry, she's upstairs, and I should get down my controllers. And yeah, that's Lily. So if you have any
Hi, Lily.
you can ask Lily about it. So thank you. Really sorry that it's a brand new place. We are still testing it.
Yes.
The official opening will be in June. So these 3 months are more like alpha versions for us as well. 把它关起来就好，红色的那个脚把它关起来，谢谢。Yes, and so Shenzhen is a very new city compared to Tokyo, compared to Osaka. I mean, like in 1980s, this is Shenzhen. So basically, Shenzhen is a small village back then. But nowadays, Shenzhen is a mega city with tons of industries, tons of different kinds of workers, tech startups, and also like big companies as well. So you can see that Shenzhen's changed a lot in the past 40 years. And right now, Shenzhen is famous for its technology. It brings a lot of international companies to the big stage, like Tencent, like DJI. So right now, you can say Shenzhen is one of the most innovative cities in China right now. And from like 10 years or 20 years ago, there are already a lot of makers come from different places, come from overseas to Shenzhen. And we start to think about, when Seed started in 2008, we are serving makers from overseas. But in 2012, we are thinking about thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. In 2012, we are thinking about to create a makerspace here and to provide the local makers to have a place to stay, to gather and to have meetups. Because we only serve the overseas makers, but how about the makers here in Shenzhen? Back then, there were only a few. So in 2012, Chaihuo Makerspace started in Shenzhen. So there are many makers come from different places, like Bali, like different hackers and makers all around the world. So Chaihuo Makerspace is very honored to have them here and to help them to connect with the local ecosystems. And also, the most important mission for Chaihuo Makerspace, which you guys visited yesterday, is to bring the maker culture to the public, to introduce maker culture to all the Chinese. But the maker movement keep growing, so the HAX starts. And in 2015, I think everyone must know the eras of mass innovation starts in China. The president, the premier still start to talk about startups and entrepreneurship. That's how everyone starts to involve in this maker movement. So in Shenzhen, tons of mass manufacturing resources. I think you guys visit Ash Cloud.
Yes.
And also there are tons of different kinds of small factories and manufacturers in Shenzhen. So basically, if you just search on Google Maps, you can see thousands of different locations, just around that 40 miles around Shenzhen cities. But right now, actually, these manufacturers are also facing problems. They're thinking about to find new products to work with. They find new startups and entrepreneurs to work with, because they need also new product as well to manufacture. But right now, it kind of starts. Big company, big manufacturers still provide resourceful services, but the small and medium manufacturers are looking for a way out. So they do need upgrades. And also, there are many makerspaces here in China right now. Right now, there are almost more than 4,000 makerspaces around countries. And tons of makerspace, but always lack of projects and lack of the makers and entrepreneurs. So I think there's a gap, between the makerspace and manufacturers, and also the industries as well. Like the traditional, car making industry, agricultures, and also the buildings. They do need innovation solutions, and they do need creative ideas to work with and to provide to the public. So I think there are many gaps here, and the mission for Xfactory is to bring all these gaps together and connect all the dots. And from our visitor inquiries from OCT, I think we can conclude that we can get several conclusions. Like most of the people who come to Chaihuo Makerspace are seeking for collaborations. They are manufacturers. Probably they are investment vehicles, but probably also they are providing office space and equipment to startups. They are seeking for collaborations with startups and makers. And also there are tons of people that are seeking for partnerships or with supply chains. These guys are makers. They are individual makers. Probably they are doing IoT startups. Probably they are doing internet startups as well. And also they dive into hardware field. So, last of all, there are people who need always, startups and industry need talents. They need creative people. So these are some feedbacks and insights from the visitors to Chaihuo. So, to try to connect all the dots.
Yes, a root of makeups.
Yeah, we're thinking about to become a router for maker pros and industries. The people who want to make projects and come here, and we connect them with supply chains and also the industry here in China. So that's the focus and position for Xfactory. So here we are working with actually the biggest constructor in China right now. And they provide 200,000 homes, only last year. So it's kind of scary how big that is. And so this area...
300 mega lives in.
Yeah, actually we have this area, you can see that this is the factory itself. But also upstairs we have a co-working space that could provide 200 seats for makers if they want to have a desk. So this area is called design community, and we are in the center of it. In the future, there will be lots of architects and also IoT startups and designers who are they will have their studios right here around this area. So it will be a very design-centric community. And here, Xfactory, we could also work with them to provide service to them and also provide the connections between industry and supply chain to them as well. So how Xfactory actually works? We can divide it into two parts. One is to bring all the people together to create a community. So you guys here are our first few, actually it's our first groups of community.
Yes, yes.
And also
yes, we also community.
Yeah, also are a very honorable guest. So it's, thank you guys for being here. And
because 4 or 3 person is the second time or third time joining our tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some people is coming to Shenzhen Maker Fair already.
Yeah.
And definitely, I believe that more and more people coming back to Shenzhen.
Yeah, that would be great. And also to have the chance to introduce them to the Xfactory. So that will be our future for Chaihuo team. So the community will invite Maker Pro pros from all around the world come to Xfactory and become members. So we're not just only providing equipment, but we are also providing consulting and also academy that for people who want to learn, the expertise and the about manufacturing. So and also we'll work with like Intel, Microsoft to bring the technology into the Xfactory as well. And also we work with governments and private equities to provide fund for the future Xfactory members. So that's how our community works. And the second part is connections. Right now we are starting to gather groups of people from industries. They're from different kinds of industry. For example, some people are manufacturers, and some people they are builders, like one company. And they will provide market opportunities, and also will provide a manufacturing service for makers. So if makers have the ideas and the solutions, all these manufacturers can provide agile manufacturing, customization services, and also mentoring and partnership as well. The point is to find the real market opportunity and to connect the market here in China. The target we are aiming for is designers, artists, IoT staffs, and also architects. At the first few months, we will invite all these people come to Shenzhen, and after that, we will start to open for applications. And we will help them to make their ideas into products. And specifically, we are thinking about talking to people like some architects who are doing the interactive arts. The point, I think the reason is that there are tons of requirements now from different property management companies in China, including malls, shopping malls, commercial areas. They are thinking about to have they are thinking about to bring all the people together through events, through exhibitions. So I think there will be a great opportunity for Xfactory if we could work with these people together.
Yes.
And you can see that we have some equipment and we are still purchasing new equipment. But I think in Shenzhen, there is a place full of equipment and factories. I think it's not about equipment, it's about the connections between the supply chains. So we are, in the future, we're thinking about to have different types of suppliers behind all of these equipments. So if you make your prototype with these equipments with the specific requirements, and you can easily connect to the supply chain behind. So if you make one, you can make 1,000 very easily. So with our mentorship and our guide. So that's the idea for the equipment here in Xfactory. So we'll start to. Right now, this is all we have, but we will purchase new one, and depending on the request from makers and our members. So this is the overall. So you can see that we have wood shop here. Also, we have metal shop, and we have 3 rooms here. So classrooms, and we have 3D printing rooms, and also private break rooms. And in upstairs, we have holding space and lecture hall. So if you want to host big events and workshops, you can use the space upstairs. And here is more focusing on the working, actually doing things and making things. And also we will still have events I think Violet definitely mentions about Maker Fair Shenzhen, and also Zao Talks. We will continue to expand these events to different cities. And here we will provide professional boot camps and courses that's specific for providing manufacturing knowledge. So I think it will be a little bit different from Chaihuo makerspace, we used to provide Arduino processing workshops and Raspberry Pi workshops. But right now we're thinking about to help Maker Pro to become to fulfill their needs and help them to make products. So the courses itself will become more professional and more focusing on manufacturing. And also,
in this community works is the most important thing from makerspaces. Facilities are almost same, and machine, warehouse, place, that's better than nothing. But that's a facility. Community and makers is the most important things. And some projects and workshop is good because this is a part of communities.
yes.
Next week, I will come back from Hong Kong and talk about Team Lab experience works, what is the Team Lab doing here. Also for the community, many of my Shenzhen friends or makers sit here and talk about what is the technology and science and get science and improve more deeply communication.
Yeah, so we do cherish every opportunity to work with Maker Pros. So the future members, all the members here in Xfactory are the most important things to us. And so back then we worked with different academies. Right now we're
SUTD.
We almost work with 200 academic partners before. So we're thinking about if they want to do actual projects, we'll definitely invite them to come here, use the facility here, and also we should start to provide different kinds of courses and to follow agile manufacturing. About connections, so actually the best example is, everyone can see our front desk. Actually, we are making it in probably 5 days. And that's the speed here in Shenzhen. We could easily find a manufacturer. We could purchase materials, find manufacturers, send your design to them. They'll bring the product and you can assemble very easily. So that's the speed here, and also our light as well. So we're thinking about to have more projects here, and so that's the point, and that's the things that Maker Pros can actually feel here is in Xfactory. And also we'll work with one. So if you are IoT startups that are doing specific for smart buildings, for IoT architectures, we'll definitely welcome you to come here and become our members. So OneCo will be very happy to discuss the potential opportunity to work with you. So I think, and also we will work with different property management companies as well. So the idea of Xfactory is not about making things, but also connecting the ideas and prototype to the Chinese markets. And also you can definitely meet new people, experts in different fields, and probably find your potential business partner in the future. And PPL is actually one of the new products in CES, and their founders are also our members as well. They make each other doing the meetup here in Chaihuo. So I think that's the important things for a community that brings people together with same issues.
Oh, yes, make question.
Yeah, and lastly, I think find business opportunity here in China, and not just for manufacturers, but also
Yes.
prototype.
Yes.
Yeah, they also have a lot of requirements during Maker Fair Shenzhen, and also so actually since last week, a lot of visitors came here to see this, and they're definitely interested in buying one of these to get. So I think that's the important things for Xfactory as well. Also, we're definitely happy to invite enterprise Like we just host workshop last week. It's one of it's called the company called Media. It's a big electronic company here in China. Their R&D teams can work with us for a 2-day workshop, to brainstorm new ideas and also build the prototypes. So we will, I mean, these kinds of innovative workshops is also one thing that the maker can provide different kinds of insights to these traditional enterprise. Like we also host a workshop with Tencent and China Mobile. So I think
Yes.
the concept and also the overview for Xfactory in the future is to bring traditional industry to smaller. So that's
Shut up.
yeah. And this is our partner so far. That's the first batch of our partners, like one from Intel, Samsung, Microsoft, Design Society, and also the Shenzhen Polytechnic, just the right around the corner. Their students will come here in the future and work with us with different projects. And they are also looking forward to work with makers from overseas as well. Yeah, so I think that's my introductions for Xfactory. And I would love to take questions. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. And thank you.
Okay, first question. Please be to introduce your personal career. Yes.
My career?
Yes, it's my career.
Oh.
Yeah, because yesterday I went to explain with Bible school.
Yeah.
We very inspired from her presentation, and most of her personal career.
Yeah.
Chinese teacher works in Bangkok, but come to Shenzhen, become a maker.
Yeah. Okay. I do have a very interesting career as well. I work with, actually, my academic background is business, so I'm a business school student. But at first, I work with venture capital. But after a couple of months, I think about I have more passions for startups. So I started to create my own company, and back in 2012, and I co-founded the first crowdfunding website in Taiwan, and I think that's probably the same time that Campfire.
Yeah. Campfire.
Yeah. So after that, I left and I joined Foxconn. So I worked for Foxconn for 2 years and helping them to finding out a way to collaborate with hardware startups. Yeah, I think that's the tough job for the big company like Foxconn. And I also help them to build they have a big shopping mall, combined incubation center, combined theater in the heart of city in Taipei. It's called Xfactory. And I also I were one of the earliest Xfactory teams in 2014. And so after that, I got inspired by Eric Pan. And after one meetup in Taipei, so I decided to join C Studio and start and also co-found the first Taiwan office. Helped Eric Pan to build up the first Taiwan office. So that's.
You mean Taiwan? Chaihuo's Taiwan office?
C Studio.
C Studio.
Yeah. I think since last year, since September, I started to work for Chaihuo team to create Xfactory. So that's. I think my career is quite different from Violet. I am more like a startup guy who since the beginnings. And I work for venture capital, I work for crowdfunding website, I work for hardware companies, and big and small one.
Yes, largest quantity company to smallest quantity.
Yeah. So the
From 1 million plot to 10 lot.
I think what C Studio do and Chaihuo do is that I think it's quite fascinating because they are helping the people who want to build from 0 to 1. That's the most actually the most precious moments and most important parts of the journey. I think so. I also got inspired a lot, with these few years. So I think some of you guys are probably doing startup as well, and so I think we share the same plots for entrepreneurs.
Yeah, and also this is another good example why Shenzhen is special. Chinese teacher become a maker, businessman become a maker. Every people become a maker very easily.
So it's very fascinating city here. Speed, a lot of things are happening.
Yes, please start question.
Do you have any questions about Xfactories or
Everything.
Yeah.
You mentioned the initial investment of like 40 million, right? UN.
RMB.
Where does
In this
where does
area.
the money come from?
We have some from the government subsidiaries, governments. We have some funding from governments. Also, and also C Studio as well. So Chaihuo is a subsidiary company for C Studio. So I think for the past few years, Chaihuo is more like an MPO. We're doing, like for public goods, we provide to let people more and more know about maker cultures. But right now, I mean, from Maker Fair Shenzhen, all kinds of meetups and the service that we provide, we could I think we could become a break-even company.
How does it be sustainable once it's established?
Yes.
It's like the initial investment, but you have to keep running. All the facilities cost money.
Yeah, I think the business model we're thinking about is to provide different kinds of services, and we will get the service fee and commission from it. And in the future, we might consider about investments. So, but right now, we are still more focusing on we are service provider. We will provide different kinds of manufacturing services, prototyping services, and also the connections. So we are more like a project management company, and to help makers to build their products. And I think, it's more like a challenge. It's a challenge for us. I mean, it's like new things. So we are also discovering the new possibilities. But right now, the business model, besides all the events, the events itself, and also we have a team that do education business.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard what about doing Chaihuo. Just only 4 months ago, when I attended Maker Fair Chengdu. In this philosophy is the same, purpose also same, but tactics is a bit different. That means thinking quickly, doing quickly, changing agile.
So we'll do switch our tactics.
Yes.
So, how about the other Xfactory members, teams right now? So you're from Taiwan.
Yes.
Is there any what kind of members right now?
We have a previous Chaihuo member. We had 6,000 people. But right now we are still we are starting inviting new members coming. Right now we have probably 10, 20 members right now. But it's more like so for Xfactory it's more like VIP. People that come here to actually do projects. But in the future we will definitely invite more people to join the community. But we won't. It will be quite different than Chaihuo Makerspace.
Yes.
Chaihuo Makerspace we hope we have more members. But right now we are more like a club or alumni skills. So we're thinking about for the first year, we're thinking about 50, 60. That'll be my income. And back to your questions about business model. I think for Chaihuo right now, we separate into 3 parts. One is education business, one is events business, and also the lastly is providing different kinds of services through space. I think all of these 3 business models have significant growth in the past years. So I think it's very for Shenzhen here and for China. I think we do still have many opportunities to grow as well.
So can you define the what's kind of activity model here? So you mentioned that Chaihuo is kind of education based,
Yes.
culture based.
Yes.
So here is much more. You mentioned Meika Pro. It's
Yeah.
quite interesting.
Yeah, we're thinking about that. We invite people that do projects, and hopefully they are doing projects for business. I mean, for example, like freelancers, they make for business.
Yes.
So are you going to call some foreign project outside, like a HAX or something?
Yeah, I think different from HAX. HAX is an investment vehicle. It brings teams through investments. We're hoping to bring teams through our services. And so if you are one of the HAX teams, you definitely we're still very welcome to come here. And we can work with different accelerators, different kinds of incubators, as long as the team needs services.
Yes. Here is a bit similar travel makers as a partner. They are community, they are service company.
Yeah. So basically, you can see yes, we are a space that equipped with service from C Studio. So people, for example, like last week, we have makers from Europe. Yeah, and he just Googled makerspace.
Yes.
From his first day to Shenzhen.
Yes.
And second day he found here.
Oh,
And
okay.
also
Yeah, because makerspace Shenzhen is probably Chaihuo here. Other space is closed. Other space is can't understand people only Chinese.
But like that the maker came to Chaihuo City, but Chaihuo City is too small.
Yes.
And so our staff will introduce him to come here, and he can actually use all the services and all the improvements themselves. So I think only last week we have 4 makers that find us through internet, through Facebook, through Google. So I think it will be a quite interesting community, and it will be quite different from the HAX. So I think for your questions about workshops and the lecture here, I think it will be more focused. For example, we probably focusing on the topics like IoT buildings, and we bring investors in, also property management companies, to talk with makers about their requirements and their needs, and also we'll bring the experts in the fields in to discuss how to improve their projects over time. So that's quite different from the events we used to have, like meetups. And also we'll definitely host more activity events about interactive art and installation as well. So I think the most difference will be the topic and the focus.
So how can we join, or how can we settle down here?
So that's why Lily is here. Yeah, and I think she's now in charge of all the invitations and also membership invitations. So if you guys have any questions, follow-up questions, you can ask Lily. So probably Lily can write down your email account to everyone. And
And I will share Lily WeChat later to every people.
Yes, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
As so we are still, improving. So you can see,
Yeah.
there are some constructors still working on, and we are thinking about to have the good first impressions in June. So
Yes.
guys are very welcome to join the opening party in June.
Of course. And probably also our exhibition opening in Shenzhen around June or August.
Nice.
Yes, I declare invite all to see that our exhibition.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, and probably next Shenzhen Mega Fair is already here.
Yeah, we are planning it.
Yes, but we are still developing, but
Yeah.
it looks like a fine man.
We are still, because of the delay
Yes.
on the sites.
Yes.
I think actually we are starting to talk with one back in 2014.
Yes.
So after the site delays 1.5 years, so probably the Maker Fair Shenzhen will not be here this year, but hopefully it will be here next year.
Yes. Do you have any questions?
Is there any connection with other company? It's including
Oh yes. Right now we are, for example, like technology company, we work with like Intel, Samsung, Microsoft very closely. And also we are, right now I'm also in charge of connecting the different kinds of supply chain resources. So if, for example, like Seed can fulfill your request, we can find another way, another partners to do it. Because Seed Studio is focusing on open source hardware and IoT solutions. But if you want to do consumer or electronics, or you want to do B2B solutions, servers, something like that, you can definitely find partners here in Shenzhen. So also we will help you do that. That's how actually. So Xfactory is more like a router. It will not just connect it to C Studio. We're hoping for you to connect to different industry here in Shenzhen. And also probably like different kinds of manufacturers. We are starting to talk with furniture manufacturers and also the jewelry manufacturers as well. So because you want to make smart jewelry, you want to make smart furniture, you still find your supplier here. But through our introductions and through our services, it will be much easier and to find the people who actually provide small batch services.
is there any event for education for school?
Oh yeah. Right now we are started discussion with Shenzhen Polytech. Actually, it's one of the earliest Polytech schools here in Shenzhen. We're thinking about bringing them, the people from for example, like engineering schools, or even from business school and from design school to come here and to work with makers from overseas. So for makers, they will have young people locally here in Shenzhen working with us. And also for these young people, they have the opportunity to be more globalized and to work with people from all around the world to get experiences. So it's more like a collaboration between Chinese and people from overseas. So that's what I'm thinking about in the future. Well, right now we are talking with Shenzhen Polytech, and hopefully you will see them in June.
Thank you. Please be confident. Okay, we should move from there, but we need a group photo over there. Let's